So, we're live once again. Oh boy. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about bizarre and weird fandoms of things. If you can tell by the title of today's show, we will be talking about fandoms of things, from movies, comics, music, and the extreme fucked up ones known as fandoms of serial killers that appear on Tumblr. We talked about it before. In the show, we talked about that stuff. And also, we're going to be, of course, doing the... I forgot to mention in the description. We're going to be doing the back to the back issues of stuff. And I mean, here's the thing. This episode is not bashing fandoms. If you're a fan of something, that is wonderful. That is the most wonderful thing in the world, is being a fan of something that you enjoy, hobbies and stuff. It's one of those things. This episode's not a negative one, and I should put a disclaimer in the description of the episode. It's not a thrashing or trashing of this sort of stuff. It's really, if you enjoy it, then that's great, that's wonderful and stuff. And so anyway, let's get to the news, the geek news, shall we? My computer's running slow, by the way. Today, I had to take a leave before we did the show. I got this extremely painful headache of things, from stress to the fucking annoyance of people. So, anyway. Plus, I feel like everybody's kind of avoiding me today. I feel like, I got messages from my cousin, my uncle, who I mentioned on the show a couple times, who's a Superman fan, a Captain America fan, quit talking to me one day. He just I don't know what it is, so it's it's been kind of a shitty day and stuff, and I'm kind of tired of February. I'm a mixture of I'm tired of February and I'm tired of people, so in general, so 2 more days until this shit month ends. I sound like Leahy. I know somebody wrote to me on Twitter that I sound like Leahy when I mention shit month and the shit days and stuff. I can't help it. I know I sound like Leahy and stuff, so anyway, DC 100% Giants, Mark Russell and Ryan Benjamin on Batman. I'm excited for this one because there's gonna be a new story in Batman with Nightwing. When Commissioner Gordon suspects that there's a mole in his precinct, it's up to Batman to keep the witness safe until he testifies. The particular witness is a crooked lawyer who, with ties to every criminal operation in Gotham, and it's Batman finds himself under attack on both sides of the law. I'm excited for it. I wish they would get Harley Quinn out of the Batman books. I find Harley Quinn irritatingly annoying. And that's one fandom I cannot understand. So, shit. Yeah, let's get to the new Nightwing story. I can't wait to read this one. It's been a while since they released it. Child Dick Grayson saw his world come crashing down when his parents were killed by the mobster Tony Zuko. Now it's Zuko's son who have been kidnapped by the by whatever group. Nightwing's his only chance to make it home alive. Dick must choose. How far is he willing to save the man he hates the most? The son of the man he hates the most. The Flash. Let's see. Mark Russell, Ryan Benjamin are on Batman number 4 for DC Giant. Gail Simone and Clayton Henry is on The Flash number 4. So, I'll buy the Batman one. Like, I love Batman Giant. I love the Giant books. But I always loved the Batman one because it's the rest of my collection. Like, when the first Batman Giant series came out, I bought, like, every issue of it because I really enjoyed the story. And you know, for me, I recommend the Batman Giant books. If you're ever at, like, Walmart, or Wally World, as I call it, go find them. They're great books. They're, you know, if you can't get to the comic book store, it's one of those things, like, I look at it as sort of a second options. Like, if you can't get to the comic book store, if you're having, like, a busy week and you can't get to it, go to Walmart and find the Batman Giant books. They were supposed to, I think, have them once at Target. And Target gets, like, special edition ones, like the DC Primal Age, the Detective Comics 1000 special edition thing. So, it's one of those things that, you know, Walmart has. And it's like, I highly recommend try finding the Teen Titans Go books, you know, the first issue, because apparently they canceled the second one, or they postponed it, but canceled. So, I highly recommend, you know, finding it and stuff, so. DC Late Punchline, second print, DC's Late Punchline, second print, Birds of Prey, Batman vs. Ra's al Ghul, Inferior Legion. Yeah, the thing I want to talk about is, like, the Punchline, because a lot of people are, like, buying the first, and selling it for, like, $100 a pop and stuff. It makes me laugh because it makes me think of when Joker's daughter, like the first, like, Joker's daughter appearance, people thought it'd be like the new hot character and they'd be making lots of money, and they thought it'd be like the Harley Quinn 2.0, and now with Punchline it's the same thing. I mean, here's the thing. The book's not going to be worth as much money as people think. Like, it's going to be like the Joker's daughter. You know, like, it's going to be $100 for Punchline's first appearance, and one day it'll be, you know, $15, $10. It's not going to be like one of those hot character books that most people think it's going to be. And the thing is, like, the character does not look that interesting. I'm sorry to say it. The character does not doesn't stand out from to Harley, you know, like, she doesn't really stand out much. She just looks like a female Asian Joker. Asian woman Joker is what she looks like. She just doesn't really stick out to anybody. I mean, I'll admit, like, Joker's daughter did look interesting because she did take, like, the face he peeled off and made it in a mask, or she had it sewed on her face. I forget what happened. You know, the character just doesn't stand out. I'm sorry to say that. It's my opinion of it. Like, Punchline looks boring. She looks like a very boring character. So anyway, let's get to fandoms. I find these fandom things so interesting to most things. Let's get to the Raylos. I like this one. Raylos are crazy. I had to find out what the hell a Raylo is. Oh. So, sorry, I had to message somebody back. The Raylos. Hello. I had to find out what a Raylo is. I had to, like, Google it. And I was hoping, like, it wasn't anything dirty. Apparently, Raylos are fans who ship Kylo Ren and Rey. The female Mary Sue character is Rey. So apparently they shipped the villain who is like Darth Vader. Really isn't. With Rey, who is like the female Mary Sue version of Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Princess Leia, rolled in one. I find these people weird. Like, I know weird people because I'm related to some. Most of them who are probably insane. But these Raylos are fucking weird. They are weird people. And they recently, like, they started going after, like, the people who are, like, Batman Catwoman fans, Batcat fans, like, people who love Batcat. And they gave basically, like, their stamp of approval of shipping Batman and Catwoman, which is fucking hilarious, because it's like, apparently these people never read characters that have been around for 80 years. These characters are older than your grandma and your mom and dad. So, I don't know what the fuck they are thinking, but it sort of makes me laugh, because these people are weird. They're crazy. Like, they went after John Boyega, I think is his name, and over his, like, comment over the Rey and stuff, I forget. Like, he destroyed, like, John Boyega went off on them for, like, how weird they are. So it's kind of like, I remember when I heard their names, the Raylos, I thought it was like a medication for some STD or something. Like, it just sounded like it sounded like a medication. It seems painful. But anyway, here's like a thing. Like, someone wrote on Reddit, proof that Raylos are crazy as everyone says. Y'all know you know how Raylos defend their ship, which is shipping. I think shipping people. But ship by saying that all all metaphor in Star Wars is just a fantasy fairy tale or whatever. Adam Driver has been a near Oscar tier drama movie about a divorce called Marriage Story, which I've never seen. I think it's on Netflix. I remember Steve Martin and Chris Rock were like, Chris Rock was cracking a joke by saying how Jeff Bezos like laughed saying like Marriage Story, he thought it was a comedy and stuff. So I got a headache, so bear with me. Do you ever get like that stressful thing where you get like a headache and stuff? Man, I have like a severe headache. I had to take a leave. So a movie about divorce called Marriage Story. Sorry, it's just LOL. In it, he cheated on and used and ignored, belittled, and gaslit his wife during their marriage. And then they have an argument where he says he deserves a medal for not cheating on her sooner than and literally screams in her face, and that he wishes she'll die. He wishes every day she'll die. He breaks down crying in shame the next second. It's a moving, complex scene. And what do Adam Staines have to say all about it?
They defend the asshole husband and blame the woman and feel sorry for the poor baby man for being abused by her and her mean lawyer. That their takeaway. Marriage Story was a real world movie. These shippers either can't tell fantasy from reality, or really do they think abuse is romance. I don't care if Raylos happen to be on here. Basically, it's my opinion and fact of it. So I do agree with this. I do agree with this dude. It's weird though how like a lot of people will, will say that. Your voice, thank you, love. Surprised me they're all bananas. So I love this one meme photo, which is Rey wearing Luke's helmet,
and it has Harry Potter saying, "How dare you stand where he stood." It's kind of like that way with the Raylos and stuff. It's kind of like the one with Joker Harley. Joker Harley fandoms, like, and stuff, because it's just like, I mean, here's the thing. And stuff. Hold on, let me type it in. It started from like when Suicide Squad came out, and I had my encounter with these people, and I talked about it before. It's like the most awkward encounter I have ever encountered in my life. Where half these people who are, obsessed with their relationship and stuff of Joker and Harley by saying like like they come up with all these memes by saying, like, I thought it was crazy until I met someone who was just crazy as me, who understands me. It's like all these weird fucked up emo teenager hot topic shit that you look at and stuff. And the thing about it is that a lot of these people never read a Harley Quinn comic book. They think like Mad Love comic. By looking at the cover, they think Harley is just as mad and in love with the Joker as he is with her and stuff. They don't ever like open the book and read how Joker manipulated and end up controlling and stuff. So it's one of those things, like, it's one of those fandoms that I don't like. I flat out don't like either Joker or Harley that much. It kind of got to the point where I just hated these characters. I just fucking hated them. I mean, now I don't hate these characters as much as I used to. I love the Harley Quinn TV show on DC Universe, which I think is by far one of the best shows they have on there now. It was Swamp Thing, of course, and Titans and stuff. Titans has like its flaws and stuff, and Doom Patrol I just finally finished, and it, it was okay. It kind of got like Deadpool-y at the end, like it got really Deadpool when the villain breaks the fourth wall and stuff, which kind of annoyed me and stuff. Like, why do they do that? Why do characters have to break the fourth wall I seen the Birds of Prey movie illegally. That's right. I seen the Birds of Prey movie illegally. So sue me. Not really. I don't have much. And it was just awful. I seen this movie, Birds of Prey, and it was just awful. It was a really bad movie and stuff. It was just like I felt like I was watching Ferguson all over again. Like everything was going to, you kind of know what's going to happen. You know the dumpster is going to be lit on fire by the end. But you watch and see how everything happens and stuff. It was just bad. It was just a really bad movie and stuff. And, I find they wrote the characters badly. Like Cassandra Cain is an annoying, chubby Asian girl who screams and runs throughout the entire film, who idolizes Harley Quinn. But in the comics, Cassandra Cain is a badass character who will kick the shit out of somebody. But instead, what do we get in the movie is this chubby Asian girl who runs and screams and acts like a complete ass clown throughout the entire film. But everybody's like, oh, it's a great film, girl power, you got girl power. You're sexist. You don't understand Harley and them. You don't know what it's like for them to live in Gotham. It's like bullshit. Every badass female character comes from Gotham. Okay? You have Catwoman, the OG badass Queen of Gotham character. She'll fuck everybody up on sight. She'll beat the shit out of them. And you have Poison Ivy. Who gives a shit? Who really gives a shit about Poison Ivy? They should have put Poison... I'll be honest with you. Poison Ivy should have been in the fucking in the Harley Quinn film. The movie should have really been a Harley Quinn movie. And I'll do an episode one day how I would have made Birds of Prey. I really wouldn't, but I would say ideas that they should put in. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just say it. If they were going to do like a Harley Quinn movie, one, they should have got the Joker. If they couldn't get Jared Leto to reprise as the Joker, get a new Joker. Get a new Joker. Get William Dafoe as Joker. There we go. Bring in Poison Ivy. I don't know who would play Poison Ivy. I guess Rihanna, or Lady Gaga. I don't know. One of those two. I would go with Lady Gaga, be quite honest with you. She's kind of kooky and fucked up, so that's how Poison Ivy is. Instead of like this seductive idea of like Poison Ivy that everybody loves, Poison Ivy instead is like sort of like the big sister type character who's a bit out there, a bit kooky and weird. Even Harley points it out. Then you get like a D-list villain to sort of tag along with them. The guy with the puppet. What's his name? It escapes me. Remember the character, the guy who has like the little puppet and stuff? Let me look it up. I totally forget. Let's see. Dude with puppet. I'm literally Googling that because I totally forgot what's his name. Because he's one of my favorite characters. I remember Gotham had him. Let's see. Scarface. The ventriloquist and Scarface. That's who they should have gotten in it. And the ventriloquist is like played by John Malkovich. And John Malkovich, of course, voices the Scarface character. You literally get that. You get that character who is sort of like... And Scarface is sort of like the comic relief a bit throughout the film. And you get, of course, Harley in this one, instead of going after Black Mask, she sort of rounds up her own group of people, just like in the animated show, and goes to war with Joker. So you get Scarface, the ventriloquist, of course. You get Clayface. Why not? And with Clayface, I really want Clayface to be played by a person who knows to do every voice and every mannerism of character. Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill should play Clayface. So you get Mark Hamill. Or you get somebody who is really good at doing voices. One of the two. So you get Clayface. And Condiment King. Remember Condiment King, who was in Batman the Animated Series? You get him to join the group. He sort of comes in. One person I really want to see play Condiment King is Charlie Day. Remember Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? I want Charlie to play Condiment King. He shows up. He decides to join the group, but his funny way of him is Harley and Ivy are like, no, we don't really want you to join the group. So he pushes down on his gun and shoots mustard out, and the next person who comes in is like this big bad villain. And all of a sudden he slides on the mustard and breaks his neck and dies, and Condiment King sort of becomes the new member of the group. So they all decide to go like, you know what, we're going to go after Joker. Joker's plan is to take over Gotham, so they're going to go to war with Joker. And my idea of it is you keep Ben Affleck as Batman, but you don't have him show up. You sort of have him do a cameo at the end. So throughout the film, you have Batgirl and you have Robin in it. Which Robin? I don't know. You pick. So, so they show up and they sort of like foil everything that they have in the process. Like they control the war between Joker and Harley to a minimum where they don't like cause severe damage until they go to the Ace Chemicals, where they're just like, you know what, fuck it, let them destroy everything. So the idea of it is Harley blows up Ace Chemicals just like in the movie, but instead it's at war with Joker, and she knocks the Joker into the chemicals. And Harley just decides to blow up Ace Chemicals in the process and leaves. That's sort of like how I want to see it. Like, I was just sitting there going like, I would love to see like all these weird villains, especially Condiment King, played by Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Definitely that would work. I really want to see that now. You have Charlie, who's from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, as Condiment King, and he shows up, he sprays like ketchup and mustard at the villains, and he like somehow in the process throws a jar of pickles at somebody. I don't know why. I really want to see it, and I really want to see him say, I'm gonna make you cry just like cutting onions or something. I just want to fucking see that moment. Like, that moment right there would be perfect. So hopefully they just cast him as the character. I now want to see that. I want to see Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia as Condiment King. But here's the funny thing about it. In the film, he does a flashback, and he talks about his parents. And his dad is played by Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito, of course, is in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia as Frank, who is fucking hilarious. And Frank is like the funniest character in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like, there was an episode where he falls out a window. He lands on his head, and he thinks he's back in like, I think 2006 or 7, I forget. And I forget what it was. I think it was when Obama was president, I think, if I remember correctly. I don't know. It's been a while. And so Dee and Dennis, who are his, kids, decide to trick him into believing that it is the year that he believes it is, to get the money, the insurance money of that their mom died and all that. So through the process of it, it's like, it is a funny episode and stuff. And everybody in it has to act like they were the way they were back in, that year that Frank believes it is. But anyway, in the episode, in the movie, I would have loved to see that moment where Charlie, who plays Condiment King, talks about his childhood, and Danny DeVito is his dad in the film, the flashback, where he's, belittles him by saying, "Oh, you'll never be a great villain. You wouldn't be a great villain or hero like you say you will be." Something like that. Just something hilarious or something. I don't know. Anyway. So, anyway, let's get to other, one thing that I saw on Twitter a lot is these K-pop fans. I don't know what the hell are K-pop fans all about. I find these people who are fans of K-pop music and all that are really, really weird people. They are basically obsessive, strange, weird, disturbing individuals. Oh my god, K-pop. I'm not a fan. I always say this, people who are K-pop fans, they are really strange people. They call themselves stans, which is pretty bad when you basically kind of insult yourself by referring to yourself as a stan, which is a reference to Eminem's music. Eminem's song and music video Stan, where it's basically about an obsessed fan who makes him and his brother wait out in a storm and rain for Eminem to exit the stadium, get on his tour bus and stuff, and then he ends up kidnapping his, tying up his pregnant wife in a trunk as he records on a tape recorder of what he's doing. Then he drives off a fucking bridge. Then Eminem finally responds. It is the dumbest. I remember watching that music video when it first came out. And I remember just sitting there watching this on MTV back when they were playing music television, not moronic television. And I remember just sitting there going what the fuck did I just watch? Literally, I just sat there going what did I just watch? And there was my sister who's sitting next to me. My sister, who is a fan of Eminem and Nelly and I honestly forget who else was singing back then. I remember Limp Bizkit. I thought Nookie by Limp Bizkit was a great fucking song. Which it still is, oddly enough. Oddly enough, I still like that song. I don't know why. The Nookie. You could take that cookie and stick it up your... I fucking love it. I was just thinking how fucking great that song is, and now I'm just laughing at myself, going man, I couldn't even believe I sang that song when I was a kid. I couldn't believe it. I just thought it was the greatest fucking thing ever, and I remember the commercial they did recently where I just thought it was so fucking good. Where it is this mom who is driving her kids, and she has a car and the CD player is stuck on Nookie by by Limp Bizkit. And everybody's just looking at her like. And I realized that will be me one day. I am gonna be I'm gonna be that person where I just have a CD player and I'm purposely playing Nookie repeatedly, just non-stop, playing that fucking song just for no reason. I don't know why I like that song. It was just something about that song was just great. I gotta find that commercial because it was so hilarious. Let's see. I'll just type it in. I don't like doing that stuff, but I'll just type it in. CarMax Nookie. Here it is.
You'd do anything to get rid of this car. Play it with a CD changer that started playing Limp Bizkit over and over and over. To sell it to CarMax, we'll buy any car, even this one.
I love that fucking song just for no reason I cannot understand why. It is really cool though, like Fred Durst is at the end of the commercial looking at this woman who's playing that song. I love it. It was just like hilarious. Yeah, like I and I remember hearing it. And I'm honestly still to this day a fan of Limp Bizkit. One day I have to go to like one of their concerts. It used to be one day I'm gonna go see REM. That never happened. They ended up splitting, they ended up breaking up as a group. Then it was The Bravery. They ended up splitting up. And one day is going to be Limp Bizkit. I mean, they're never going to break. They did, I think, took a hiatus or something. And they just like... I found a music video. Oh my god. Oh man, nostalgia. Oh my god, this is so crazy. I'm watching the video as I'm talking. Man. I did it all for the Nookie. The Nookie. You take that cookie and stick it up your yeah. Stick it up your yeah. I remember saying that. Oh, man. I remember one time, I think he said it like live, where he said you could take that cookie and stick it up your ass or something. Like, oh, man, that's fucked up. Crazy. So, anyway. I'm embarrassed just for admitting that I listened to Limp Bizkit when I was a kid. Alright, there's a lot of crazy tweets and stuff that K-pop people posted and stuff. I remember one person, I think it was like, they were talking about, I think it was Batman and Catwoman. Then they showed like these two K-pop people, artists I guess, where they were like walking underneath an shared umbrella, saying if they ever cast Batman and Catwoman, it should be played by these two artists. And it's like two dudes like sharing an umbrella, wearing a Batman hoodie and stuff. Like, one thing I notice with K-pop artists is they're very feminine. The K-pop male artists are very feminine. They're very feminine-like men. Which is really, to me, weird. I mean, I don't understand the colorful, like, brightly colorful hair, the earring, your mom's earrings that they wear. They're very feminine. It is pretty bad when the Backstreet Boys look more male or more masculine than you do. It's just like the weirdest thing. It's like they're very feminine. It's kind of like Harry Styles. Why is he wearing his mom's pearl necklace? I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for it. But it's the truth. It's just like... And one of them's going to be like, well, you listen to Limp Bizkit. Yeah, I'm kind of proud I did, because it was actually entertaining and exciting to listen to them, Korn, Disturbed, Manson, Zombie, Alice Cooper, which Alice Cooper's the shit. I don't care what anybody says. Megadeth. They were fun artists. If you ever look at the music videos that they did back in the day, man, they were like fucking exciting to look at. Exciting art, music videos and shit, but so anyway. Let's get to another crazy thing. So, time for the annual Back to the Back issues, where I talk about back issue books. I didn't go through the box, but I did go through my bookshelf this time. I found these cool newspaper comics I found, which is really cool and stuff. These were like back in 2009. DC Comics Dan Didio, editor Mark Chiarello, assistant editor Chris Conroy, Dan Didio, senior VP executive editor and all that. Back in 2009 they did Wednesday's Comics. Wednesday Comics was made in a newspaper where you would have like several different stories and stuff. Like you had The Flash, you had Sergeant Rock, Strange Adventures, Metal Man, Supergirl, Demon and Catwoman. Yeah, Batman. Azzarello, of course, wrote it. You had Hawkman, Deadman, Superman, Green Lantern, Did I mention Deadman? I did. Did I? I think I did. Yeah. So anyway, you had all these cool short stories in a newspaper comic, and I have 4 of them. Because I only found like 4. 3 of them I found at Savers resale store, and 1 I found at Half Price Books for some reason. But they also had like different like cool storylines and stuff. So I have 2, 3, 2, 6, and 12. Sorry, 2, 6, and 12. 2, 4, 6, 12. So I really liked how cool it was. Like then I think they also had Wonder Woman. So I forgot Wonder Woman was in this one. So it was really cool. Like it wasn't like like the giant books where it was just like one story. Different stories, different characters, and all that. Like Batman and stuff. This was like newspaper. it was basically literally how they printed it. They printed it like a newspaper comic strip. And it was really, really fun books and stuff, and I really enjoyed it because you had like this, when you open it up, you had different ads for different stuff. You had Robin Hood on BBC America, and let's see, one I really liked was the Robot Chicken Robot Chicken Star Wars Episode 3. So, I don't even know if Robot Chicken is still in the air anymore. I don't know. So, for me, it was really one of those cool things. It's a really cool, like, newspaper comic strip. That's what it reminded me of, like, those old ones that they had of, like, the Phantom. Star Wars actually did the comic strip. Newspaper comic strip. And Tarzan, I think the Phantom was one of them. The Phantom, I think was one of them. I don't remember much, but I don't remember really. But it was really one of those cool things, and it was sort of like a throwback. And Didio was the one I think as well pushed it, because Didio and Mark Chiarello and Chris Connie, and they did it as a way to dedicate to Archie Goodwin, and stuff. And it was really one of those classic throwbacks and stuff. And as much as people like to diss Dan Didio and stuff, which I have a history of doing, he really did try to bring comics to a further medium and stuff. So anyway, let's get to other news and stuff. They did cast Catwoman for the Harley Quinn show and stuff, which is really cool. Harley Quinn Season 2 is coming back. Catwoman, Batgirl, Nightwing will be a part of the Season 2 of Harley Quinn. So, but also they announced the new variant covers of the 80th anniversary of Catwoman. The 80th anniversary 100-page super spectacular number 1 of decade variant covers. You're going to have the 1940s Adam Hughes, Travis Charest doing the 1950s, J. Scott Campbell doing the 1960s Julie Newmar Catwoman, Frank Cho will be doing the 1970s, Stanley Liu will be or otherwise known as Art Germ, is that how it is? Well, will be doing the 1980s. Gabrielle Dell'Otto will be doing the 1990s Jim Ballant Catwoman, which kind of disappoints me that they're not getting Jim Ballant himself to do it. That's the one draw that I'm very disappointed in. Jim Lee and Scott Williams will be doing the 2000s Catwoman. The 2010s, Ji-Young Lee will be doing the Catwoman 2010s. One thing that really disappoints me is that they're not getting Jim Ballant to do the 90s Catwoman. He made the 90s Catwoman very iconic. And it really disappoints me that they didn't reach out to him to do Catwoman and stuff. So for me, that's kind of like the one negative draw that I have a disappointment in. And there's one of the cats I feed, Alfred. So I do have a lot of cats, so I mean, for me, I'm excited. We're gonna buy we're gonna buy, like, of course, I forgot to mention the main cover will be done by Joelle Jones. She will be doing the main cover. The Catwoman books will be $9.99, the same price as the WWE Network. They will be out April 15th. I will
I'll definitely buy one of the we'll be buying, of course, the covers of it. I'm definitely going to look. I want to get the Frank Cho one, the 1970s Frank Cho cover. I do like that one, but I also, I like the Adam Hughes 1940s one. So, so we're going to be buying them. I mean, it's going to be really cool books and stuff. So, let's see. Death metal covers are out now. Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, working on the new Dark Knight's death metal, which will be a six issue miniseries, which I look forward to seeing. Let's see. There's different covers. There's the there's the regular cover, which Capullo did. Badass, as always. There's the one where Batman's on the motorcycle, the Bat Cycle, which is like a bat skeleton motorcycle, which looks really cool. You get, of course, the solo covers, one of Superman, Wonder Woman. I will admit the Wonder Woman one looks really cool. I will admit. There's one, of course, the one iconic cover, which is really cool. Where you have Wonder Woman, who's the cover is really cool, especially for the Batman part, where Batman's on the sitting on his motorcycle, trench coat, bat cowl, the scythe. You have Superman, who cares, and you have Wonder Woman, who's in the centerpiece, and you have like these glowing lightning lasers coming out of the eyes. I dig it. It's a cool cover. So for me, I do look forward to seeing what happens in death metal. I love the Dark Knight's Metal series. I do enjoy it. I really enjoyed it because it was a really fun, exciting issue. The CD, they did music to it, which was really cool. The music I love. I thought the music was so fucking good. Very heavy metal, as always. And I hope they do another, like, I hope they release like 6 songs to the issues and stuff, because that'd be so cool. Like, I would love to see them get like Rob Zombie to come in and do a song. Slipknot would be really cool. I think it would be really cool to see Slipknot do a song for it. Who else? Korn. I would love to see Korn do a song as well. But I would love to see, like, really cool, like Megadeth would be, of course, one that would be really cool. Or Metallica, I'm thinking. Sorry, Metallica would be really cool. But damn, that would be so cool to see, like, all these bands do a song for, for Dark Knight's death metal or something like that. It'd be really cool. I mean, they did an awesome job with Dark Knight's Metal, which I thought was like the best book by far that they did. Last Night on Earth was really cool. I really enjoyed Last Night on Earth. It was very, if it was like I know they're gonna have Batman in this death metal, but if like Dark Knight's, if the Last Night on Earth was gonna be like the last Batman story by Capullo and Snyder, that would have been an excellent way to go out by far, for them. But it wasn't. But anyway, let's get to Teen Titans Go, and we'll wrap up this podcast. Anyway, let's get to
where we were in it. Party is going to be the story for Teen Titans Go. Cyborg and Beast Boy sitting at the kitchen table with food and all that. Cyborg: what should we do today? Beast Boy: we could have a waffle party. Waffle. Cyborg: we did that yesterday. Syrup party? Cyborg says. Beast Boy: too sticky. Butter party? Beast Boy: too melty. Plate party, Beast Boy said. Cyborg: too platey. Why not just throw a party? Raven said. Cyborg: what kind of party? Raven: just a regular old party. Invite guests to have food. Everyone has a good time, except me. Raven sounds like me for some odd reason. Starfire: oh, I wish to receive the invite of guesting for the party. That is going to be like a new word of the day. Party. Robin runs to the kitchen. We're having a party? Amen. Cyborg: I don't know, sounds kind of lame. Beast Boy: but who's better at throwing a lame party than us? Everyone yells party. Raven: why did I say anything? One thing I wish they could do is a sequel to the Teen Titans Go to the movies and stuff. Like, I would love to. I know they did, technically, with Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans, which was kind of interesting. I haven't gotten around to see that one yet. I've seen like clips of it, like all the Titans together and all that, which I thought was really cool. But anyway. Robin: Cyborg, Beast Boy, you're in charge of entertainment. And my cat is asleep. Cyborg: booyah. Beast Boy: that's what I'm talking about. Starfire: I shall provide the nourishments everyone loves. The 8-legged Borzukos. Right? Which is like some alien being screaming as she picks up the insect creature. Everyone yells no. Robin: Raven, you'll be in charge of food. I'll handle the decorations. Starfire, you're in charge of the guest list. Titans Go. Okay. As the Titans put up all their decorations and food, drinks, music, whatever. Robin: a little higher on the left, Beast Boy. As they all look around the decoration stuff. Good work, Titans. I do like the balloons in the background, which is like they have Batman, Superman, all of them in the background, which I like. Cyborg comes out wearing a top hat. Raven: this is not a top hat party. Take that off. Beast Boy: we don't need no stinking hats. Cyborg: my bad. The doorbell rings in the elevator. Starfire: our first guest. Robin: Titans, prepare to party. Raven: yay. I forget the one little dude. The little dude with the jetpack who's like a little baby. I forget. He comes out of the elevator. Hello, crude munchers. By the way, I want to point out one thing I really like in the background is like all the pictures and like stickers and all that in the background. Like in the elevator, for example, you have like the bat symbol, you have the Wonder Woman symbol, the Green Lantern symbol, the Superman symbol, Harley Quinn's face for I don't know why. Killer Moth. I, Killer Moth, have only come to visit with Larva M319 and eat snacks. The Jinx. So what is it this time? A girls' night in? Tara. Excuse me, can I use the bathroom? And all of your sensitive files. Beast Boy turns into a puppy dog wagging his tail. Raven. Maybe we shouldn't put Starfire in charge of guests. She basically invites all the villains that they dealt with. I don't know why, but it is crazy. Robin, Starfire, why did you invite these villains? Starfire, they were all on the most wanted list. Beast Boy, no worries, brah. We can make any party a fun party. Cyborg, even a party. A few minutes later, Cyborg, awkward. The little dude, jetpack, I forget his name. This party stinks. Jinx. Jail is more fun than this. Starfire, we cannot just let them leave. Robin, why? They're villains. Starfire, they are our guests. Beast Boy, this party is the worst party ever. Cyborg, even worse than rotting at a stinking cheese party. Starfire, on my planet we began the festives with a cannon fire. Raven, works for me. Starfire, but I believe on Earth rituals is by asking a member of the opposing gender to dance. Raven, Starfire, would you care to? Starfire grabs little dude in jetpack. Dance. As everyone begins to dance, Raven and Robin just stand watching everybody dance at the party. And Beast Boy's doing the Bat Toozy, by the way, which I will point out. Robin, Raven, do you want to? Raven, no. They all begin to do limbo. Then they start eating Berserkos, whatever the name is. Berserkos, I guess is what it's called. Weird. Starfire burps. Raven, can we kick them out now? Robin, villains, go home. They all boo Robin. Raven, let me show you how it's done. Raven grabs all her villains, grabs the villains. Party's over. Killer Moth, so long, Larva M319. The little midget dude. I don't even know this dude's name. I'm just gonna call him little dude. You could leave that snot and come with me. Starfire, no thank you. Tara leaves with the file. Beast Boy, call me. Jinx, better than a night in jail anyway. Cyborg, hey, for me too. boy. Yeah, we're on the last page of the story. Damn. Starfire, I think that was a very successful party. Cyborg, not as much fun as a meatball party. Beast Boy, or a meatball party. Cyborg, that's what I said. Robin, what are we going to do with all these leftovers? Leftover party. There. That was the end of it. Let's see, now we got an ad for different DC comics, which I really like. Volumes and stuff. Teen Titans Go, Volume 1. Party. DC Superpowers, which actually looks really cool, by the way. Looney Tunes Greatest Hits. Scooby-Doo Team Up, Volume 1, teaming up with Batman and them. Batman and Robin. So, anyway, sadly, we'll be on the last Teen Titans Go story. Which I'm actually really sad about, man. Damn. We're on the last story. We'll do it tomorrow, so. Anyway. In other news. Superman Red Sun Superman Red Sun clip has been revealed. Superman arrives in Metropolis. Yeah. Pennyworth casts 3 new stars who will appear in the prequel series Pennyworth. Which was revealed that Pennyworth, I think, moved to Starz Network recently. After one season, I think they're on Epix, and I think they moved to Starz now. If I remember. No, wait, they're on Epix here in America, so I think this is like on in another country, so yeah. Like in Canada, they're on Showcase, so yeah. It's been announced that James Purfoy, who appeared in The Following, Edward Hogg, and Taboo, Jesse Romero, and Curfew, will be appearing in the show Pennyworth. So, there's no premiere date for the show, the Gotham show Pennyworth. I don't know if Pennyworth's like connected to Gotham, which part of me kind of wants to think that Joe's sort of connected to it, but yeah. Bob Iger, who was in charge of Disney, has stepped down. This one is fucking cool. I want to talk about this one. You know Batman Ninja? You know, one of my favorite Batman Ninja? In Japan, in the Shinjuku Theater, they have announced the live theater adaptation of Batman Ninja, the show. Tokyo Theater Company Office Endless is producing the stage adaptation of the DC 2018 anime film Batman Ninja to perform at the Tokyo Theater from October 10th to December 31st of this year. Other details of production is known that the official site of the live-action Batman Ninja, which has been set up. Promotional images are seen here, which looks really cool, and my neighbors are being loud with their dogs. Warner Brothers Animation has officially revealed, of course, had the synopsis to the animated film. So they are doing a live-action adaptation of one of my favorite Batman anime films. Probably the only Batman anime film ever made. Batman Ninja. Which, when I saw that, I was just like, no. It's like, I want to see it. You know. But that is really cool, though. One thing I hope for is, like, Warner Brothers tries to, like, produce a DVD of it. Oh, we don't hear your neighbors, don't worry. Thank God. Them fuckers are loud. Them motherfuckers are so loud, it's not even funny. And stuff. So, it's good you can't hear them. Because them motherfuckers are just annoying. Anyway, yeah, it's just like, it's really cool to hear that they're doing a adaptation of Batman Ninja, which will be 2020 10-10 to 12/31. I kind of want to see it on my birthday. I really want to see this Batman Ninja. So it sucks that we can't see it. So, of course, this story, Ben Affleck leaving Batman for his health, which, you know, Michael Pena doesn't know what's going on with Ant-Man 3. Pena doesn't know. Ant-Man won't start filming for at least a year, which I think is kind of weird to hear that they're not doing much with it. So anyway, hey, I don't know what we're going to talk about next. It's kind of a slow Thursday, so let's see what's on the Summit Monsters site, just for being nosy. What's going on with it? Alright. Alright, here's an interesting one. This is about Black-Eyed Kids. Black-Eyed Kids. Can I come home with you? Oh, hell no. Alright. A strange teen seems to be following you through a subway, then behind you on the city streets, and he asks to come home with you. Then you notice that his eyes are solid black. What happens next? The following account was recently received. Then we'll read the story, then we'll wrap up the podcast. I was walking around Toronto by a subway station, not saying which one for privacy reasons, and I saw a boy who looked 14, 15, wearing a navy blue hoodie and some bleached jeans. He seems like a typical kid, but it's winter right now, and it was very windy and cool day, so hoodie and jeans don't really cut it. What are you, a fashionista or something? Like, what the fuck? I walked into the subway station. He was going the same way. I was not suspicious because many people ride a TTC. Don't know what that is. And it was only starting to get suspicious when he seems to keep burying his face into a book. It was a green-covered book, and no title on it. Almost like a school book. He got on the same subway car that I did. And the entire time he kept his head in his book. The subway car was very relevantly empty, maybe 4 to 5 people. But when I got off the subway, he did too. Still not really suspicious. That the only strange thing is that he never let his head up from that book. Until finally, we got out of the station. He closed his book. Held it in his left arm. I walked to the store that I was going to, which seemed very semi-close, but still 7 minutes of walking. For about 3 more minutes, he followed me. Eventually, in an alleyway, which was dark enough that I could not see faces. I was taking a shortcut. He lifted his pace. I was scared because we were alone. I thought maybe he wanted to be friends. So I stopped walking. So did he. I said yes. He only responded for a minute of silence and said, "Can I come home with you?" Okay, time out. If someone was following me, I would not think like, no, we're not going to be friends. First off, because that's creepy. But when I say yes, first off, I would not say that. I wouldn't say that because it's like basically you're lowering your guard quickly. I'd be like, what the fuck do you want? And when I hear that, "Can I come home with you?" I would immediately be like, get the fuck out of here. I would be like that. I'd be like, get the fuck out of here before I put my boot in your ass. Get away. Go. Canadians are too nice. That's why I said, like, we're building the wall in the wrong area. We should build a wall because Canada is just... they're too nice. Canada are too nice of people. That being too nice is very suspicious to me. It's like, why are you people so nice? Why are you nice? And stuff. I'm sure Canadians are cool people, but damn, you people are too fucking nice. You know? You're too nice. Just way too nice. No. Go away. But I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Canada. I mean, I love the Trailer Park Boys, Corner Gas. Corner Gas is one of my favorite sitcoms. So is Trailer Park Boys. So I mean, Canadians do create some cool shit, I will admit. Sean Ward Show, you know, they create some really cool stuff. But they are too nice of people. But I love the way they say sorry. They say sorry. I do love that. The way they say sorry and stuff. Sorry. I do like that. I'm going to start saying that, seeing how people react. Oh, I'm sorry. I love Canada. I mean, like, I always thought, like, I'll be honest with you, I always thought their flag was the marijuana leaf. I didn't realize it was a maple leaf. I thought it was a marijuana leaf. I was like, damn, them people are crazy. But mistaken that, I will say I'm sorry for that. I know somewhere some Canadians probably like, can you shut up? But seriously, that is just creepy.
But here's the answer to that question where the creepy kid said, "Can I come home with you?" I answered with, "Sorry, but I'm not going home. I'm going to the store. And also, I don't live here. I'm going to a relative's house, and my home is in the suburbs." He answered with, "Can I go there with you?" I want to say this, like, how can you answer with some creepy kid who's following you and you don't see their face, and then they ask, can I go home with you? And you answer with, "Sorry, I am not going home." How do you answer that with that answer? Saying sorry, you'd be like, "Hell no, you ain't coming home with me. I don't know who the fuck you are." I mean, how do you answer that with saying, like, with an apology? You Canadians. He answered with, "Can I go there with you?" I simply said, "Why? Are you hurt?" I literally had to face palm that. Can you not... Do Canadians have crime? Do they have crime? Do they have crime there? Like a shooting, a stabbing, anything? Assault and battery? Do you people not have crime there? Are you in Metropolis or something? Because seriously, red flags would be up. Immediately, I throw the flag down on bullshit, crazy shit, fucked up, and everything to it. All those flags are on the ground. Because something's just not right. You cannot just answer it, "Why are you hurt? Are you homeless?" All he said was, "No, I just want to go." Then he approached me. I noticed once my eyes adjusted that his seemed dark. I thought maybe it was the shadows, but I am a very nervous teen with anxiety, so I thought, well, might as well confirm my suspicion. I turned my phone on, and for a second the light from it let me see his face. First off, how do you not have a flashlight? Oh my god, isn't that creepy? It's like, it is, but immediately, like, I would immediately be like a fight or flight moment for me. Like, if someone walked up to me to a dark alley, which I don't go there frequently, I mean, the most that ever happened to me at night was I went out there to feed the cats. Next thing you know, I see glowing eyes appearing out of the shed. Scared the shit out of me. And it was one of the cats that I adopted named Edward, who was just standing there, like, walking out, and all I see is, like, his glowing green eyes, thinking, like, oh shit. I was like ready to run, because I was ready to drop the bag of food and run to the you would see a skinny fat person wearing a Batman shirt running to the door. But it was the cat named Edward, who just always has, like, this angry look on his face. He always looks angry. He doesn't look happy. The happiest time I ever seen that cat happy was 2 days ago, I think. And he was playing with the snow on my porch, like rolling around and, like, attacking the snow and stuff like that. That was the happiest time I ever seen that cat. And all of a sudden, he was, like, happy, like, trying to attack the snow and eat it. And then he looks up and he sees me and he gets an angry, soured puss look on his face and stuff. Me and that cat have a weird friendship. So I turned my phone on for a second so the light let me see his face. He quickly covered his face with his hands. Red flag is up on that one. But in the time that I'm thinking of the cat playing in the snow, which was adorable. I wish I would have recorded it. I would have recorded it and shared it everywhere. But in the time that it was exposed, I saw dark eyes. And he backed away nervously. I bolted for the store. No shit, you should have done that beforehand, before stopping, going like, yes, you should have ran to the store. You should have ran to the store flapping your arms like a crazy-ass person, getting away from that person. I bolted the store. He kept backing off. I took off my cross necklace. Thank God I was wearing it. I rarely do. You see, like, if someone... You see... Somehow I'm thinking of the Cedric the Entertainer part in the movie The Haunted House or something. I forget. The Haunted House or something. I would have quoted Sam Jackson from Pulp Fiction. And I held it in my hand as I ran. I prayed as I sprinted. Thankfully, I made it safely. I wish the story was fake. That image remains in my mind so freakishly. This is written by DN. God, there's another one. It was just after Christmas 2015, so it was on my birthday. I stopped around 12:30 a.m. for gas. I was asleep at that time. For those who don't know, Christmas 2015, 12:30 a.m. I was asleep. But I needed to use the restroom and grab coffee. Also, after filling up, I walked into the main building, took care of things. But when I left, I was maybe halfway to the gas station part of the property. Where were you at? Corner Gas or something? Was there like a diner attached to a gas station or something? Just a question. Of the gas station part of the property, when two kids approached me. They wore jeans and hoodies, no gloves, boots, or anything. So apparently these kids are like hoodie thugs. Hoodie thugs, so think of that. Please keep in mind, I'm 6'5", 300 pounds, don't really give a shit what you are, dude. But I was even wearing a coat. It was so cold. Cold. They approached me, asking if they could sit in my truck with me. I'd be like, fuck no. When I asked, were they cold? They said why. They didn't go back into the 24-hour rest stop. They did not respond until these asked if they could stay in my truck again. One was 14 or 15, the other maybe 10, 12. Sexes unknown, although I assume they were both boys. Don't gender assume what their genders are. We live in a world where you can't assume people's genders. They have different genders. One could be a spaghetti noodle. You don't know. So don't assume genders, sir. By the way, I'm just quoting what some fucking idiot would say. One could be a spaghetti noodle, one could be a Roman noodle. You don't know. You can't assume gender, sir. This happened in America once, by the way. If someone said that to me, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Their eyes were so dark. Everything about them seemed dark. Now you're being racist, sir. Dark, strange. You're using phobia words. Otherwise, just unpleasant. I will accept the unpleasant part. I shook my head and walked to my truck. I turned back after 5-10 steps. You should have counted. But I didn't see them anywhere. The location is well lit, but you could see into the building easily. I had no idea where they were. They just disappeared. Oh god, another story. Alright, I'm wrapping up after that one. I cannot continue reading these stories. I will say this. You will never see those type of beings in the Show Me state. Anywhere, really, in this state. Or especially in the city. People in the city would be like, get the fuck out of here, go away. Type of thing. But apparently it happens in Canada. Because they are too nice of people. So anyway, I guess we're at the end of the show. We're wrapping up. So, anyway. By the way, I do love Canada. Canada is really awesome. They are cool people. I like Canada. You're awesome. I don't care for your prime minister. He's very weird. The man wears fake eyebrows. So anyway, I have nothing against Canada. So the jokes I say are just friendly jokes. Just think of it this way. I do make really sarcastic jokes about people I like in Canada. I do like you a lot. You're an awesome country. So don't sue me. Or whatever. I'm just cracking a joke. I'm sure, if they hear about these black eye people and they hear the response that this lady gives to them, they would crack a joke at this woman for just for that. But seriously, like if you walk down an alleyway and you have someone following you, you wouldn't turn around to ask them something. You would run. Just, I would say this. Final thoughts. I haven't done final thoughts in a while. If you walk down an alley and there's someone behind you. Yes, Lola? You tapped on my back with your paw. My cat just tapped me on the back, just keep it down, human. But anyway, if you walk down an alleyway, and you have someone following you, wearing a hoodie, you don't have a flashlight on, you're an idiot. But also, just run. Run and keep going. Because you don't know what those people are going to do. I mean, shit. Have they watched Gotham? And one thing you learn from Batman is you don't go down an alleyway. So, anyway, I will be back tomorrow for, I guess, Lazy Friday episode. So, anyway, I will see you all tomorrow. So, it's going to be a fun show. I will find better books for back to the back issues. And stuff. So anyway, by the way, I'm just playing with my phone popper thing, which is a Batman one. I found this Batman one that I had, and I never could find a way I couldn't get it to stick onto
my phone case, my Catwoman phone case, which is kind of fading a bit. I mean, you can still see Catwoman, but I found crazy glue, and I like glued the thing on the back of it because it couldn't stick to the case, so I ended up like crazy gluing it, which is really cool. It's a Batman Rebirth, phone pop thing where you hold it with your hand and stuff. There's a lot of cool ones that they had. I saw on Amazon. They have like the bat symbol one, which is like made out of steel, and you can hold it on your phone. And like, for me, like one thing I'm planning on doing with my phone case is like finding like stickers and stuff just to put on my phone case. Like I have one that says like Batman. I have the phone pop thingy. I don't know what they're called. So I'm like planning on like finding stickers and stuff just to put on my case. So luckily the cover is still visible. It's the one from Catwoman from the video game Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe, which is a cool game. I should talk about that one day. The Mortal Kombat DC Universe. It was a really interesting like crossover. It was like before they did Injustice. So we will probably do that episode tomorrow. We'll talk about Mortal Kombat and the DC Universe and Injustice, because I have the comics and I really want to talk about Injustice, how much I really, really enjoy the Injustice universe and comics and stuff. So anyway, I will you're amazing. Thank you, love. So anyway, I will see you all tomorrow. So anyway, episode 132 would be Injustice and whatever. So anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow.